Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Yes, once again I will be grateful for being able to be here today, sharing my ideas, my teachings, so that you can listen. The intention is not for you to follow them without thinking, without analyzing, as this does not come from the heart. Every teaching, every word is to be understood and absorbed. The heart needs to open, the heart needs to light up, and then yes, that teaching, those words will remain planted there and will bear fruit over time. It is important to repeat once again, we do not want robotic beings, listening to what we say. We want beings who absorb, understand, comprehend, and plant our words in their hearts. Living in the third dimension is a challenge within this world of duality that you face on this planet. One day I was in this world and experienced all of this. I lived duality, I lived hatred, prejudice, I lived against the powerful, and I was killed because of my ideas, because they were contrary to what they wanted. But my words, my teachings, and the love for everyone on this planet did not die, it survived and has survived all these years, millennia I could say. And today I can have a voice again, I can come and speak to you like I did a long time ago. Does everyone hear me? No, not everyone, because their beliefs have not yet freed them to understand that the world is open today. The tune with the universe has been released. Any human being today can and should connect with the being of light they want. But wasn't this possible before? It was, but we can say that there would be a lot of noise in communication, because you were totally isolated from the universe. Of course, our energy has always surpassed any barrier, but the barrier that was over you was too strong for you to overcome it. Today there are no more barriers, there is a free and illuminated path for any of us. Many have experienced visions, voices, or simply words that arrive in their minds and still wonder if they are going crazy. They have not yet realized what is actually happening. Then, little by little, everyone on this planet will experience many things they never imagined. Many will withdraw into their religions, as they will think that they are being attacked by demons, and the great leaders of them will make a point of saying this so that that poor being who does not understand what is happening, withdraws more and more until he goes crazy. Those who are able to say, no, I want to understand, I want to live this, I want to understand what is happening, will rebel. You will cut the ties and allow yourself to live all of this, experience the evolution of the mind, experience the ascension. Today we cannot simply enumerate how many are effectively awakened and how many are effectively absorbed by the non-light due to so many doubts and so much fear. Because this number fluctuates every moment, even those who are awake fluctuate a lot, because the environment itself presents them with difficult challenges, which at the moment, they are not yet ready to overcome. And this makes them doubt their own ability to overcome, and it becomes so strong, so blocking, that the oscillation is immense. It is as if you today had the power to walk on water. When you rise, when your hearts are full of light, when your hearts are full of love, you walk on water and don't even realize it. You walk normally as if you were walking on the ground. But at a certain point, when obstacles appear, you look at the ground and realize that there is no ground, and then you sink. Because the belief, the elevation, is not capable of sustaining them any longer on the water, because fear comes, doubt comes, am I capable of this? And then you dive, go back into the water. And then a long path presents itself again, until you realize further on that you are able to walk on water again. But again without realizing the path, because the elevation is so great that the path you are walking on is not the important thing. The important thing is what is up front, it is the light that absorbs you, it is the light that attracts you. Many don't just dive, many sink and sink deeply. At this moment, don't start having thoughts of drowning. This is all a way for me to explain to you what happens to your energy. No one drowns, these waters are not liquid, they are etheric waters. So those who sink and sink and sink often reach very deep levels of sinking, for doubt, anger, hatred, revenge, take hold of them and pull them lower and lower. And it is worth remembering that this ocean of ethereal waters has no bottom, it is infinite. Then you will sink, according to your vibration. But if one day you realize you're on the wrong path, it's as if automatically, a beautiful animal appears and gives you a ride, and you quickly climb to that surface. And when you see the light, your heart fills with joy, fills with hope, and you simply get out of the water and walk on it again. So, this is how you are today, walking on the water towards the light. And sometimes, diving, sinking to experience an unknown feeling or something that you still need to learn. For many who are awake, this dive is terrifying, it is like a sign of incapacity, a sign that they are doing everything wrong. So let's learn something here. Imagine a long, very beautiful, very well-maintained road. In your world, it is that road on which the car travels without any impact, without any collision. But at some point along this road, as fate would have it, a hole opened up. But you come along that road calmly, without realizing that further ahead, there could be a hole. Because you are so used to that beautiful road, this would never happen. And suddenly, you find yourself inside it. What do you mean? Such a beautiful road has a hole in the middle. And then you will have to stop and see how to get out of that hole. Once again I say, there is no accident here, this is all figurative, no one gets hurt. And so is your journey, you are moving towards the light, but there will be those moments when you sink, because you still need to clear a lot of things that are there. So it's not like that moment told you, look, you're not on the path to the light, you're fooling yourself. Look where you are at the bottom of the ocean. That's not what happens. This dive is for learning and cleansing. And if the learning and cleaning are efficient, later on you will be walking on the waters again, returning to your vibration, your elevation towards the light. So don't judge yourself so much, don't crucify yourself when you fall into the hole, when you sink into the ocean. Know that these sinkings are necessary, so that you can effectively cleanse yourself of everything that is necessary. The path to the fifth dimension is not just light and joy. A lot still needs to be experienced and learned. And it is within the ocean of these etheric waters that you will learn, so that you can rise again to the surface and continue walking on the waters. Don't demand too much, don't crucify yourself, that's not the way. The path is, did it sink? Well, I need to get out of here. What do I need to do, what do I need to learn? And you will know, and as you learn and do what it takes, you will rise again. So I want to say to many of you today, who doubt that you are still on the path, don't look at yourself with so much judgment, falls are normal, they are part of the journey. The only point of attention in all these falls is if they happen repeatedly and frequently, then I would say yes, you are following the wrong path. You are not able to stay on the water, and you will have to be careful that the path, instead of being upwards, to walk on the waters, is towards the bottom of the ocean, and it will become increasingly difficult for you to rise to find the light. So do this little exercise, see yourself walking on water. Not as superhumans, not as superheroes full of powers. These waters are the limit between the third and fifth dimensions. See yourself walking on them, and when they fall, you will see the fall. Simply do not despair, face the problem, learn from it, and you will see how quickly you will rise again to walk on water. Always think this way, look at the bright sun up front, an intense, blinding, but pleasant light, and, above all, you can look at it and see yourself walking on the water. And when you see that you have fallen, there is a point of attention. When you fall, ask yourself, why did I fall, what do I need to learn, and what do I need to do to get back to the surface? Listen to the answers and you will soon walk on water again.